Here now with the details and what you can do if you think that your employer is not paying you what they should be. Amy?
Yeah, good morning, because this is a popular topic. The federal minimum wage is just $7.25 an hour. But the Department of Labor said Sharkey's American Grill deducted pay from 66 employees' wages for uniforms they had to wear at work. Well, that caused their pay rate to fall below minimum wage for the hours they worked. The Department of Labor says the restaurant also failed to pay another 81 workers the correct overtime rate. In total, Sharkey's had to pay back $47,000 to those employees. The director of the Department of Labor's Wage and Hour Division in Houston joined me for an episode of Ask Amy, and she says failure to pay overtime is the most common complaint they hear from employees.
Employees are not getting paid time and a half for the hours above 40, and that presents itself in many different ways.
And is that pretty cut and dry, Nicole, that basically if I'm working more than 40 hours in any one week, any hours over 40 have to be compensated at time and a half?
That's the simple version of it. Now, we look at whether or not the employer is covered and they're subject to the federal labor laws, because there are some businesses that are not, depending on the size of the business.
All tips that come into the Department of Labor are confidential. So if you just want to call and report something, ask something, they say they will not share your information and that you called with your employer. Our full Ask Amy episode on worker rights airs today at 11 on KPRC 2+. And we also talk about how you can check to see if a past employer owes you money, because maybe the Department of Labor went in years later after you worked there and determined that you should have had back pay. And then they keep that in this separate fund. So we'll tell you how you can claim that.
Yeah.
If you are owed money.
Got to check that.
Yeah, pretty common, she said, in like restaurants where they're always paid sort of that lower rate.
Right.
You know, because they get tips and stuff.
All right. Some great info, Amy, as always. Thank you.
Thanks.